So as many around the world sit on edge, waiting to see if Israel and Hamas will agree and move forward with a ceasefire agreement, there's new fear that this latest deal is on the brink of collapse. The agreement is intended to end the war in Gaza and bring home hostages, but officials in Egypt say the Hamas militant group will not agree to the bridging proposal for a number of reasons. Manisa Danabalan joins us live with all of these developments. Manisa, what can you tell us tonight?
Nicole, lots happening today. Leaders in the Middle East and the U.S. Secretary of State are pushing forward with diplomatic discussions. But as that continues, so does the conflict, both Israel and Gaza experiencing attacks today. Egypt, a key mediator, expressed skepticism today as more details emerged of the proposal meant to bridge gaps between Israel and Hamas. Officials told the media that the group will not agree to the deal for a number of reasons, including the uncertainty around Israeli forces withdrawing from Gaza and ending the war. But U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken seems to be pushing forward. Today, he discussed developments in the Hamas-Israel ceasefire negotiations in a phone call with Turkey's foreign minister. It comes a day after he met with fellow mediators in Cairo and Doha. But tensions continue to escalate as Lebanon's Hezbollah launched more than 50 rockets, hitting a number of private homes in the Israeli-annexed Golan Heights.
This is our reality here in Katzrin. This situation is simply unacceptable, and the Israeli government must stop this.
The attack was in response to an Israeli strike deep into Lebanon on Tuesday night that killed at least 1 and injured 19. As fears grow of more escalation in the Middle East, Israel's defense minister says their military is shifting attention from Gaza to the border with Lebanon. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu adding that the military is ready to meet any scenario defensively and offensively. Those preparations include bracing for a potential attack from Iran. Leaders there saying today any counterstrike may take some time. Iran's Revolutionary Guard spokesperson saying time is available and there could be a long wait for retaliation against Israel. Meanwhile, in Gaza, video shows the moment an Israeli airstrike hit a villa in Gaza City today, according to civil defense authorities. A school was also struck in the attack, the area's civil emergency service saying at least 3 people were killed and 15 others wounded. Today, the Israeli military ordered people to leave an area that is a few hundred meters away from Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital, one of the last functioning medical centers in the territory. The military saying it would soon act against Hamas militants in the area. Around 84% of Gaza has been placed under evacuation orders by the IDF, according to the United Nations, highlighting a need for the ceasefire deal to go through.
We must end this horrific war in Gaza. Bring home the hostages and demand an immediate ceasefire.
Last night, speakers at the Democratic National Convention demanding an end to the violence. In terms of the last ceasefire plan that was made public, the first phase would see a 6-week ceasefire and the release of hostages in exchange for Palestinians being held in Israeli prisons. The second phase moves to a permanent ceasefire. And then finally, the third consists of a reconstruction plan for Gaza and the return of the remains of deceased hostages. In terms of this new deal, Nicole, the details have not been disclosed publicly. Last month, Netanyahu wanted to add new demands to allow Israeli troops to patrol parts of Gaza along the border with Egypt. This has been seen as a crucial issue for Hamas. The talks continue tomorrow.